Shalom family. This is downloads from the ancestors, and I will be channeling through writing and receiving a download from our cosmic ancestors. Known and unknown, as well as angelic, higher entities, such as the angel Uriel, and Michael. All transcriptions will be published on ninthmind.com. For a written transcription of this transmission, you can go to that website and see that. For your future references. So this is public transmission number 1. From the Galactic universe. Before I begin, I would like to give all praises and acknowledgement to the Most High Creator, intelligent source of all creation, and also to the I Am within all of us, because we are told that we are gods. We thank you for the acknowledgement that it's not about all giving our power away to an external source, but to tap in and to realize that we have been put in our mental hard drive system the safe qualities that our divine creator has, and that we are here to activate those at this time of creation. We thank you for this acknowledgement, and we thank you for the empowerment through all that came before us, ancestors known and unknown, through all ascended masters, known and unknown, and to all those who are in the spirit realm who are willing to guide us through this time of life right now. We know that we are just coming out of a shift upon the earth, and that we are dawning into a new age, the ages of the Aquarius. Things have shifted and our planets have been realigned. Not only are we in a different energy source now, which is the divine feminine, we are in a whole nother dimension on a conscious collective level. We thank you for any transmission and guidance that you wish to download and install upon us today. And may you guide the fingers of those who are supposed to hear this transmission to find this video. Now I'm just going to open the opportunity for direct transmission through typing, and I will dictate accordingly. What I'm about to share with you is not for the ones who need convincing or motivational proof of what to believe. What I'm about to share with you, beloved, is a fact and a story of your timeline. This timeline begins closer to source, where there is no time in the earthly standard. If I had to put it in a framework of time, I would say to it, it would be in the year after the void was upon the earth. In this galactic time frame, we were upon ships. We were upon ships of the upper firmament waters, the primordial water. I will connect this story to your existence now for it to stay relevant to your levels of understanding. when we were upon the ship, we were subjected to the sixth dimension of time. This means that we did not have an external body, but we were at one with the collective consciousness of existence. We had chambers of emotions, which, if we connected to a particular frequency, we could become one with the harmony. In order for any harmony to exist, one would have to be in existence for the other one to be as it were. When one of our etheric selves came to the assignment of being called forth, one would have to do so. I remember watching a source called forth being, and it swooped upon the face of the earth. Then source called forth time. Then source called forth space, and its assignment became animated upon the earth, which is known intergalactically as ki. Source continued to call forth different aspects of existence to be as they were upon key. I saw wisdom be called forth. However, it found no seat upon the earth. As time was installed upon the intergalactic regions of the solar system, wisdom returned to source and sat upon the corners of his throne. As time was installed upon the intergalactic regions of the solar system, wisdom returned to source and sat upon the corners of his throne. We, known intergalactically as the etheric beings, chose to project a version of ourselves upon the earth, illegally behind the source, when we saw that man was upon the earth. This choice was made to become animated bodies in the earth realm. Some of us are still bound to this realm of existence to this day. We remain on ships, projecting a hologram of ourselves upon the earthly planes. It is not that your present realm of existence is not real. It is that your realm of existence is not intended for man to endure forever. as soon as your physical body reaches a level of consciousness, it can no longer remain in the physical three-dimensional world. It has to return to the ship in which it accessed the portal of the 3D reality from which it came. Many of those who decided to trek upon the earth have become caught up as victims to what you upon earth would call jet lag. But this is a cosmic version of the sort. This type of dimensional travel creates a severe loss of memory, which is why your very molecular structure becomes your memory drive. Your ID tag This type of dimensional travel creates a severe loss of memory, which is why your very molecular structure becomes your memory drive. Your ID tag, for lack of a better word, is your DNA structure, and your USB drive is your ancestral lineage. From the beginning of time, even as primordial beings, you stored data and information in crystals and other elements on the earthly terrain. The memory loss is not the only form of resistance from the spirit's travel from one dimension to the other. One extreme side effect is loss of identity, flesh of subversion, and earthly desire. We are not naturally used to having a physical body with needs. We are gods and do not eat, drink, or want in the etheric terrain unless we will to do so. In this dimension, we rule over all. Everything is subject to us because we are the creator gods. The message I have for you to share is this. You come from the primordial waters of the etheric plasma. Therefore, you are to know that you are the Alpha and the Omega, the I Am, the beginning and the end. You are part of the source created, and even upon death, it is there you will return. Yes, in times past you were repeatedly told that you were a mere mortal, and that you were not supposed to know of the ancient things of old. But in reality, as what you terrestrials call time speeds up, those who remain are the ones that possess the true makeup, the genetic makeup of the Elohim who created you. But Elohim are who we are. We are many and mighty ancient beings of old. With the speeding up of time, we have the ability to brace the face of the earth. We can come in the physical form and reside above the firmament upon choosing. We have many children upon the face of the earth and also in the earth's core. There are so many variations of what we stand for and come to do. This is why we access and tell you to access your molecular structure, and it is very important to do so. Did you not know that the Garden of Eden was a genetic laboratory? This is why it can't be found in this day. The Garden of Eden was a scientific lab in which you and your fellow hybrids were drafted into the mind of the great scientists. Now that you have lived many karmic loops, you will have brought many things back into remembrance, and also have paid the debt to be released of your humanoid hybridism state. For the body is actually a prison, an avatar for the debt to be paid. It is not about living the good things, nor living a certain way according to religion. It is about following the command as to why you are projecting your current hologram upon the earth and following that scripted purpose. was a lot. Okay, so let me read it from the beginning, and then I'm going to close it out for this section. Now that you have lived many karmic loops, you will have brought many things back into remembrance, and also have paid the debt to be released of your humanoid hybridism state. For the body is actually a prison, an avatar for the debt to be paid. It is not about living the good things, nor living a certain way according to religion. It is about following the command as to why you are projecting your current holograms upon the earth, and following that scripted purpose. We are all to be tried to the fire upon the next great shift. All that is asked of you is to animate who you are, but first have to know who you truly are. The age of not knowing is far gone now. Many portals have been opened, and there are several other beings approaching this atmosphere on a daily basis. Did you not know that you have other galactic beings who wish to do you harm to ensure that you do not inherit the upper regions of the earth? There are wars happening just above the dome of the earth every day. Every storm is not natural. Many are Many are Every storm is not natural. Many are created from other beings to cover the war happening just above your heads. These beings that wish to shield and protect you from this truth do not have your best interest at heart. They are simply there to suck, liquidate, and control what they can before they have to return to their place of origin. Did you not know that those who you believe are on your side are extremely dependent and desperate for you to survive for their own survival? For they have formed their whole existence around the humanoid race. Nothing happens that is not marked with their hands. Consider a fattening period solely for the purpose of you coming to a current destruction. They want you nice and fat before your potential demise. They know that many of you will not be able to withstand what is coming and will be liquidated or incompatible for use as an energy source in the new earth, so they will be tossed into the fire upon the end. But you who stand and remain will only be able to survive if you ascend to the next plane and not become subjected to the next intergalactic slave master in which you have yet not known. Okay, this is it for my first video, family. I hope you were able to receive some information from that transmission. Again, if you want to read it in full context and to reference it for future reference, please visit the ninthmind.com website and read it. It's transmission number 1. That is it for today. And with that, I'll say shalom to all the etheric cosmic beings upon the earth. Ashe.